USRC Walter Forward was a schooner constructed for service with the United States Revenue Marine. She was more commonly known as USRC Forward. Forward served with the U.S. Army and U.S.Navy in Mexican waters during the Mexican-American War and was commended for her actions during the Tabasco River landings by Commodore Matthew C. Perry, U.S. Navy. After the war, she was transferred to the U.S. Coast Survey for a short time as USCS Walter Forward before being returned to the Revenue Marine for service during the 1850s and the American Civil War. Construction and commissioning. The cutter Forward was built in Washington, D.C. at a cost of $3,786.75 by William Easby, with construction was supervised by Captain Henry Prince, Revenue Marine. Prince apparently captained Forward from the 23rd of April 1842 to the 18th of April 1843. Forward was a topsail schooner of conventional copper-sheathed wood hull. Construction with no machinery on board, was 89 feet long and had a displacement of 139 tons. She was designed to enforce customs laws and to assist mariners in distress. Forward was named for Walter P. Forward, 15th United States Secretary of the Treasury Early Service. Forward was commissioned the 23rd of June 1842 and was initially assigned patrol duties at Baltimore, Maryland. On the 18th of April 1843, she exchanged crews with USRC Walcott and was assigned a home port of Wilmington, Delaware. On the 16th of May 1846, she received orders to report to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for repairs in preparation to being assigned duties with the U.S. Army and U.S.Navy during the Mexican-American War. Mexican-American War operations. Service with the U.S. Army. She set sail for the Gulf on the 23rd of May 1846 in company with another cutter, USRC Ewing, and arrived at southwest pass of the Mississippi River on the 19th of June 1846. There, General Zachary Taylor ordered the ship to blockade a stretch of the Mexican coast near Soto La Marina and capture any ships engaged in trade with the enemy. The squadron that Forward was assigned to performed scouting, convoy, towing, and blockade duties as well, transporting troops and supplies for the Army, and occupied her during midsummer 1846. Service with the U.S. Navy. On the 23rd of August 1846, she received orders to report to Commodore David Connor's naval squadron off Tampico, Mexico. 4 days later, she entered the anchorage at Anton Lizardo and began patrolling off Tampico. That assignment lasted until the 15th of September 1846, when she received orders transferring her to the U.S. Navy under Commodore Connor, at which time she moved farther down the coast to join the blockade of Veracruz. In mid-October 1846, she joined a force commanded by Commodore Matthew Calbraith Perry, U.S. Navy. On the 15th of October 1846, Perry's squadron attempted to cross the bar at the mouth of the river at Alvarado. The steamer US Vixen led the way and succeeded in making her crossing. Forward followed, in tow of sister revenue cutter, USRC McLean. McLean grounded on the bar while the 3 ships she towed fouled each other's tow lines. Vixen engaged the Mexican batteries on shore, but when it became apparent that McLean would never succeed in getting across the bar, she and her tows retired. Luckily, McLean came off the bar, and all American ships retired. On the 16th of October, Forward set sail for a similar, but far more successful, amphibious operation at the mouth of the Tabasco River, successfully navigating the bar on the 23rd of October 1846. The force quickly seized the town of Frontera and took several prizes in the process. Forward and the other small steamers attached Dr. Perry's force then continued the foray, sailing 74 miles up the river through hostile territory to the town of Tabasco. Forward supplied part of her crew as a landing party along with Marines that were from US Vixen, and they captured the town of Tabasco. The flotilla seized 10 vessels as prizes before returning to the ocean on the 26th of October 1846. However, Forward along with McLean remained at Frontera until late November 1846, engaged in the destruction of the captured Mexican shipping and maintaining a blockade of the river. She departed the area on the 21st of November 1846 and returned to the base at Anton Lizardo on the 21st of November 1846. In December 1846, Forward left the Mexican coast to carry dispatches to Belize City in British Honduras and New Orleans, Louisiana. She returned to blockade duty on the 7th of February 1847 and took station off Veracruz once again on the 9th of February 1847. She continued routine blockade operations at various points along the eastern coast of Mexico until April 1847. On the 15th of April 1847, she received orders to set sail for Wilmington, voyaging by way of New Orleans, and reached her destination on the 23rd of May 1847. Repairs completed in the summer of 1847 after reaching Wilmington cost about $2,500. The Forward received a commendation from Commodore Perry for her participation in the Tabasco River landings, wherein he said in part, "I am gratified to bear witness to the valuable services of the revenue schooner Forward in command of Captain Nona, and to the skill and gallantry of her officers and men." Transfer to the U.S. Coast Survey. On the 30th of October 1847, Forward was transferred to the United States Coast Survey. On the 16th of December, the Revenue Marine traded the Coast Survey the newly commissioned steamer USRC Walter Forward. Forward returned to Revenue Marine service the 6th of March 1848 with a home port of Wilmington, 1848 to 1861. On the 6th of January 1854, she was one of 6 Revenue Marine cutters stationed along the Atlantic coast ordered to search from the disabled steamer San Francisco in the vicinity of Bermuda. After failing to locate the vessel, the search was called off the 18th of January. On the 20th of April 1856, she was sent to the Philadelphia Navy Yard for repairs, with the repairs completed by the 27th of June. She returned to the yard on the 21st of October 1857 for additional repairs and was able to return to service at Wilmington the 1st of December. On the 26th of April 1861, she was ordered to Philadelphia to receive additional armament and to cooperate with the U.S. Navy, American Civil War Service. On the 4th of May, she sailed for Annapolis, Maryland under the orders of General Benjamin F. Butler, where she was tasked with keeping Chesapeake Bay open for troop transports from Perryville, Maryland to Annapolis, and to capture or sink any unfriendly craft after taking out their crews. This duty proved difficult for the schooner to perform, and the captain of Forward sometimes had to ask any passing steamers for a tow. On the 20th of July, she sailed from Annapolis to Baltimore and was stationed at the mouth of Severn River on the 31st of August. On the 1st of October, Forward was returned to Revenue Marine Control, and she returned to Philadelphia on the 19th of October for repairs before reporting to New York City, New York on the 4th of February 1862. On the 20th of February, she resumed duties at Wilmington and remained there until ordered to assume blockade duties at Beaufort, North Carolina on the 3rd of June. Forward arrived at Beaufort the 27th of June and remained there until the 18th of November 1865. Post-war decommissioning and sale. Forward arrived at Baltimore on 29 November 1865 and was ordered decommissioned and sold on 30 November for approximately $5,000.